Nearly 2 weeks after the ouster of President Blaise Compaoré, Burkina Faso's military has reached an agreement with opposition parties, as well as civil and religious leaders, to transition to civilian rule. The accord was agreed to unanimously.
This is a crucial step. We now hope to have the opportunity to quickly move to a formal adoption and then a signature to proceed with the nomination of a head of state for the transition. In my opinion, this will happen rather quickly now.
According to the agreement, a special electoral college will choose an interim civilian president, who in turn will appoint a prime minister to head a 25-member transitional government. The charter also provides for a civilian to head a 90-seat parliament known as the National Transitional Council. No member of the interim government will be allowed to stand in the next elections. News of the accord was immediately welcomed by the country's politicians and activists.
This work here opens up new perspectives for our country, especially for the young people, because the work being done here is meant to protect the youth and the future of our country.
In order to allow the population to take its fate into its own hands, we now have to organize elections in November 2015 to put together a government that does not play with the people. A government that respects the written rule of law, that believes in its destiny and brings development as well as democracy while respecting human rights.
On November the 1st, Lieutenant Colonel Isaac Zida proclaimed himself head of state after violent protests. Zida has been under pressure to return power to civilian authorities. Earlier in the week, the African Union softened its stance on a 2-week deadline of Burkina Faso to return power to the people or face sanctions. Zida is expected to enact the charter within days. Mwongeli, CCTV.